Welcome back, guys. Blackfire here with another episode of my Path of Exile Let's Play. Today we're going to be doing the Dweller of the Deep quest. I know it's an optional quest, but figured might be able to get something nice out of it. I mean, every time we seem to get quest rewards, a lot of the times they end up being pretty nice, like extra skills or skill reset points, or even the gems that give us abilities. So I figured it'd be pretty nice to do, an optional quest here and there. And since I don't really have a whole lot of time to do those optional quests whenever I'm doing the main story, because it would make my videos much longer. And if you've been following along, I've been trying to cut down how long my episodes are. That way it makes it easier for people to watch. I know longer episodes kind of steer some people away. I missed where. Had to come down here. Now we are heading towards the flooded depths. So we're going to have to find this door. Oh, hello. Brood Princess. Alright, let's use this siege ballista to help us out here. 2-point arrow quiver. We'll have to take a look at that. We don't really need it, but it's kind of yellow, that color. And I sold everything that I didn't need a minute, right before I started the video. I kind of cut that stuff out so you guys don't have to watch the parts that are insanely boring. I pick up these scrolls of wisdom because they're nice to have. They're used as currency, and like the identification scrolls from Diablo. So yeah, cut all that out, so I have plenty of room to grab stuff, and now we're just going to be searching for the exit out of here that takes us to the flooded depths. Now, I have no idea where this is, so we're just going to be searching at random, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. And hopefully we don't have another mishap like in last episode, where the false god somehow used some sort of supernatural powers to cause my game to disconnect right after I killed him. Because that was kind of annoying, having to restart the game up and run all the way back. But we will get some nice XP in here at least, even though we already cleared this place out once. We just hit level 9. That's the one good thing about it regenerating. Like I said, since I'm not really... I guess I should be paying a little bit more attention, but I haven't been really paying a whole heck of a lot of attention. Plus, it's kind of hard to memorize a map layout the first time you go through it. I still have no idea if they do map flips in Path of Exile. Maybe I should Google that at one point so I can stop wondering about it. I have no idea if it's sort of like Diablo, where it's not the same map every single time you run through it. Because that would actually make things a little bit more difficult running through places. I know monsters respawn, I believe it's like 15 or 30, maybe 45 minutes after you haven't been in the zone anymore. So I wonder if the map also flips when that happens, and that's why. Oh, the ledge. That's where we went last time, so obviously that's not it. And since on the map it was like east of that area, or actually it was east of this area, so it would be kind of southeast of the ledge, I guess. You would figure it would be on the east end of the map, but maybe it just doesn't work that way, especially if the map flips every time. Kind of weird to think about. At least I could have swore it was connected to this zone and not the ledge. I guess we will find out. What is this down here? That's not dark enough, and we've already been there, so we would have known. Yeah, that's just the thing you walk under. Alright, so maybe it's just not in this area at all. Did we discover... Oh, no, there's things over here. Maybe it's on the complete southern edge of this map, which I guess would make a little sense since we kind of came in up there. No, that's the flooded depths. That's where... Oh wait, yeah, that's it. The flooded depths, Dweller of the Deep. I was thinking the sunken thing like we were just in. Alright, the submerged passage. That's what I was thinking for some reason. No, so that didn't take us too long. And this is one of the side quests that I haven't done on my personal character. So I have no idea what we're in store for here. Maybe we will find another one of those essence groups. That way we can get some more of those essence of greed things or whatever. I think I put it away. No, the whispering essence of greed. It would be nice to pick up some more of those, because I think those are going to be fairly useful in our adventure through the axe. I mean, being able to alter our weapons even more than you would be able to on the regular standard league. Oh, what the... Okay, so don't let them charge that up. A minute ago, I think I was killing them before they let them loose. Oh, those guys are so annoying. I'm having to kill them twice. Oh, okay, we've already been back here. So let's keep pushing forward. So if any of you guys were paying attention to my little, I don't know, let's call it rant, I guess, of how I think... Oh, debuffs, I can't hardly see. Of how I think Ranger and like Rogue and that type of, what do you say, the resources should work with using something besides mana. What do you guys think on that? I didn't really ask you guys to comment on it after I ranted on about it for a little while. So, I mean, if you guys were paying attention to that, I guess I could kind of recap it. I mean, I figure they should have a different resource entirely than mana, because not many of the abilities are actual spells. Like, well, I mean, they're called spells, I guess, but they're not magic, really. I mean, the flame shot, or the burning arrow, I mean, you can light an arrow on fire. The multi-arrow, split arrow, I mean, just the people who are really good with bows can actually put multiple arrows on the drawstring and shoot it out. And it doesn't really have to be that accurate, because as long as it shoots out with some force and, you know, flies out in a wide arc, it's doing its purpose. And we've seen this in fantasy movies, like I mentioned, the elf Legolas from Lord of the Rings. So we've seen it done in fantasy movies, so why not fantasy games? He didn't call upon some, you know, mystical power before he did it. So why can't we see something like that? There have been games that have done it before. Like, one example is World of Warcraft. When that game first came out, the Hunters, which is the closest thing to a Ranger in that game, when they first came out, they did use mana, but later on, as time progressed, they changed the resource to, I think they call it focus. And basically, you start out with it full like you would mana, but whenever you use it, it goes away, but it recharges fairly quickly. It's not instant. You don't use an ability and then in half a second it's full again. But, you know, it's it's believable. It's not magic that we're using. So anybody just comment on that if you think that using mana works perfectly fine and there's no reason for them to change it. Give me your insight to it, your opinion. If you think that they should use something else, you know, give me your opinion on that too, and tell me if you agree with what I say, or if you have a completely different reason, you know. Just let me know in the comment section. And it looks like we leveled up the Siege Ballista gem. And we leveled up earlier, so we will throw a point in Aspect of the Eagle, which gives us 20% increased physical damage with bows, 20% increased accuracy rating, plus 10 to maximum life, that's always nice, and 4% increased movement speed. So we'll be able to fly through here faster. Now, going through all that, I completely neglected to mention anything that orange named monster, I'm gonna just go ahead and call it Epic, because I don't know how Path of Exile does its naming system for the different colors for the monster names. So we killed that epic monster, and that's actually what we needed to do for the Dweller of the Deep quest. So we are going to go ahead and use a portal scroll to get out of here and back to town quickly and talk to Tarkley. So that's just how I'm gonna call him. Okay. And we're actually not going to pick that up and turn in the quest because we're full of stuff again. Okay, 20% increased accuracy was the 2-point quiver, and I think we like our physical damage a little bit more. Though I guess we could save it and use the things for it, but it's lower level than what we got here, so we'll just keep that. This has a green socket instead of 2 blues, so we're gonna hang on to that for now. We're gonna get rid of anything automatically that isn't a bow and doesn't have green sockets. We'll keep that because it's not identified yet. And we will get rid, oh no, not that, of all of this. Alright, now let's identify this. 20% increase accuracy rating, plus 10 maximum life, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Thorny Battered Helm of the Inuit, 11 armor and 11 evasion rating. Most of this stuff just gives me, well, the stuff that's actually for the hunter, or the rangers, I'm guessing, is evasion. But this actually gives us armor and evasion, plus 6% cold resistance, and reflects 2 physical damage to melee attackers. That's pretty nice. We're going to lose 7 of the 20 energy shield we have, but the energy shield, I believe, is attuned more for the caster, since their gear isn't going to have as much armor or evasion. Their main thing is the energy shield. Plus, it's got blue sockets, and we don't really have much of a use for blue sockets right now. So we will put that in there. We still don't have a sash or a belt. We're missing a ring and a necklace. But I'm not going to waste any resources on any of that right now, because we're such a low level, it doesn't really matter too much. And I'm sure we'll find something soon. Alright, now we're going to dump... Oh. We're going to dump all this stuff in here. Okay, now we can pick up that skill book or whatever it was. Yes, goodbye. Book of Skill grants a passive skill point. Alright, that's pretty nice. Right click to use, and it's almost like leveling up. You just don't get any other bonuses besides the skill point. Now we can either go bow damage, 15% increased physical damage with bows, or we can go bow attack speed and critical strike chance. Now I like this critical strike chance, and we've already determined that I like attack speed. But I'm not sure if we should go down and get some damage now. Or if I should turn around and start going around this way so I can get to these, like Avatar of the Hunt, which gives us more movement speed and increases the physical damage with bows by quite a bit. Plus you get these right here, which is bow damage and increased movement speed. Or I could go down the attack speed here and then come up from the dexterity that way, and then pick up even more bow damage and movement speed. I think we'll do that. I think we'll get the attack speed and crit chance, and then run up these dexterity ones, because that always helps us. That's one of our base stats. So that's what we'll do with this build here. Now, we could travel to the fetid pool. I believe this episode is running short enough. Where is that? Well, that's off the mud flats. So I'd actually have to run up from the coast and then find it. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll put 2 quests into 1 episode here. Alright, well this actually didn't take me very long to get to. What is this? Grace period. You can't be damaged. Oh, as soon as you walk out of it, it's gone. Okay, so that just must help you for whenever you first spawn in. Maybe the game spawns you in before, your client loads up. Oh, here we go. Dripping dead. And what are we going to do? Kill all the monsters in the fetid pool. Okay, we're all familiar with these types of quests. So there'll probably be some type of, let's say, boss in here somewhere. But it's pretty simple. We know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. This also means we're going to have to explore the whole area. Hey! Essence! What is that? Bone Roa. Okay, so it's one of those things that charges you, but it's undead. And there's multiple. Awesome. Ooh, okay, so they don't too much like fire, I guess. None of these guys do. I guess it's undead. Isn't that supposed to be one of their weaknesses? Crude bow. Okay. Well, what is that? Brutal fist? Yep, brutal fist. Alright, back up. Get some distance. Little distance. Or not. We'll just take them all out with them right there. Mana's gone. Well, we'll have to regenerate some of that with a mana potion flask. Oh, okay. That wasn't too hard. Now we have one of these essences, and there are quite a few of these guys hanging around. Okay, just leave us alone. The monster is imprisoned by powerful essences. This one is different! This one is Whispering Essence of Woe. Alright, and what did we have before? Whispering Essence of Greed. So one can assume that it'll actually do something different. Well, let's get into this. I'm very intrigued. Oh, of course. Okay. Dread Ribs Energy Weaver. Okay, yeah, this fight is going to be different, but the same. Oh, they follow you as if all the stuff they shoot out on you wasn't bad enough. This stuff has to follow you? Alright, that's nothing we can't handle, though. It might get a little annoying. This is why we have the Siege Ballista, though. Oh, he's already dead anyway. That wasn't too hard. Alright, Whispering Essence of Woe. Upgrades a normal item to rare with 1 guaranteed property. Properties restricted to level 35 and below. One-handed, two-handed armor. 3 to 5 to maximum energy shield. So that would benefit, the witch. Maybe one of the others. I'm not real sure. Put it on a quiver. Increased elemental damage with weapons. That's actually not too bad. But there's not one for the bow. Why would you have something for the quiver but not the bow? Amulet, 2 to 4% increase maximum energy shield. And then ring and belt both give maximum energy shield. Superior short bow. We'll have to pick that up. We'll pick up those boots as well. And we still have monsters to kill in here. So it seems that particular essence is more geared towards the witch. But that's okay. You can't expect everything is going to be completely applicable. Kill the necromancer and his minions. What is this, like a Cadaverous the Defiler? Okay, and you're just going to keep raising these guys up. No, back off. Alright, wipe out the remaining monsters. We'll pick up as much as this as we can. And we need a ring, so that's good. Sorry about that. So there must not be too many more monsters in here. Well, I'm not real sure, but normally whenever it says something like that, you know, just wipe out the remaining. It's pretty much just cleaning up, you know, a few extras. I kind of wish it would tell us how many were remaining. But, I mean, what can you do? Throw out a siege turret. Isn't that what it's called? Siege ballista. Duh. Okay, come on. Learn your class, noob. Okay, come on, Bone Roa. You can put up a little bit more fight. You know, a little bit. I mean, it's not always going to be fun if I just completely destroy all of you. I mean, it's not fun dying all the time either, but you could at least put up a little fight. Make me think I'm gonna die. Which has happened a couple of times now. It really has. Especially whenever the game decides to kind of do that whole hitching up and freezing thing. Alright, well it looks like we have killed all the monsters in here. Fish scale, armor and evasion. We're going to pick that up. And we don't need swords. Okay, well, do we have enough? Yeah, we have plenty of portal scrolls. So we'll use up a portal scroll here, just to get back to town faster, and go up and speak to Tarkley with his really bad speech impediment. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, Book of Regrets. Now this is the passive respect points, respec points that I was talking about that you can also get, which are nice because then you can use it. And then, alright, how do I get to that skill tree when I don't have menu, passive skill tree? See, then it gives us 2 refund points. So if we ever want to refund our passives, I'm not sure if that means you can refund all passives. But since it says refund points, I'm guessing it'll only allow you to refund 2 of the passives that you have chosen. Now, one would also think that you couldn't remove or refund one that was down lower in the stream, as you would have to have the previous ones unlocked. So I could refund, say, bow attack speed and critical chance, and then aspect of the eagle, just so I could go here, or, you know, whichever way. But right now, I'm just going to bank them up. That way, later on in the game, if my build that I'm creating, since I'm not following any type of guide, if it ends up falling short later on in the long run, I'll be able to at least refund some of them. And we could always look up which quests, side quests and stuff give me more, so I could retune the build to make it more efficient later on. But for right now, I'm just going to pick whatever I want, really. I mean, I'm not really too worried about, you know, how it fucking turns out later on, because who cares? Playing the game. Anyway, I think that's all we have time for this episode. So if you liked my video, you know, Give me a like if you like what you see and you want to see more. Subscribe. If you have anything to say, write it down in the comments below. And this is Blackfire signing off on another video.